everybody, it's Hunter Reviews, and welcome back to another movie review, and today we will be reviewing My Friend Dahmer, which is written and directed by Marc Meyers, and this stars Ross Lynch as Jeffrey Dahmer, the mass murderer that you've all heard about, and this is about Jeffrey Dahmer in high school and him basically growing up into Jeffrey Dahmer. This is basically the origin story of Jeffrey Dahmer, and I was kind of ready to hate it because of the trailers that were released for it. If you haven't seen the trailers, I will link those down in the description below. I swear to God, you will laugh your ass off. They are the most comedic, funniest trailers that just make you laugh. And not in a good way, like comedic, because it's not supposed to be comedic. It's supposed to be disturbing because it's Jeffrey Dahmer. But it was pretty funny to watch those trailers. So yeah, I was ready to hate this movie because of the director and of the star of the movie, Ross Lynch, who is a Disney movie channel star. He basically runs the Disney Channel. So when a movie star from the Disney Channel plays Jeffrey Dahmer, you're expecting an Oscar-worthy performance, right? Thankfully enough, My Friend Dahmer saves itself from not being too dumb, although there are a lot of moments in this movie where it got really, really dumb, but that's besides the point. Let's talk about My Friend Dahmer. So what do I think of this movie? I thought this movie was just fine. I thought it was pretty mediocre. But it's alright. It's just an okay movie. I mean, what else do you want? It's just alright. I didn't know this was based off of a comic book, and that really surprised me. And I've searched up the teaser for the comic book, which I will also link in the description below. I've heard it's really great. I want to read it, and I most likely will. But for now, I'm reviewing My Friend Dahmer, the movie adaptation. It was a fine movie. I didn't think anything of it. I didn't think it was special. I think this movie suffers from the edgy effect. You know, that effect where a movie tries to be cool because it's got a certain historic figure that was evil and bad and cruel. And, it tries to be so cool and edgy. It's got a camera moving. Whoa! It's got a tracking shot in a hallway that doesn't need to be there. Whoa! This movie's so edgy because it's got Jeffrey Dahmer in it. That's why it's edgy. This movie isn't edgy at all. It's the very definition of not edgy. It's silly, it's dumb, and it's pretentious. This movie is trying to be something that it's not. And it ruined my experience because this movie is unintentionally funny. I think the direction is lazy. Much like with my Molly's Game review, which I will also link in the description below, you'll know that I said that I thought Aaron Sorkin's direction was just okay. It was very lazy. But this director has so many angles, shots, and things happening in the movie that don't really need to be there. They're just so unnecessary. And since he's the writer and the director, go for it. This movie also suffers from a weak plot. I think that the first act is really good. I think that the second act it's good. It's got some shaky moments in here and there. And then the second half of the second act, and then the third act just as a whole, I almost shut off the TV because it was so boring. There's a point in the movie, which I won't spoil, but there's a point in the movie where Jeffrey Dahmer does something, and you're like, oh my god, so this is the rest of the movie. I paused my movie at certain points, and I just, walked around, looked at my phone, and I was like, Jesus Christ, I'm still watching My Friend Dahmer. It's very dumb. It's a very silly plot. It thinks it's cool because it's got Jeffrey Dahmer in it. And it's not. It's very silly and unintentionally funny. I hate that they made these decisions at some points in the movie. There are some scenes, though, that I will say that I kind of got a little creeped out about because of the content that was being shown to me through the direction and the writing. and the performance, which we'll get to later. But that was basically it. It was just lousy direction and pretty poor writing. This movie also looks ugly as hell. It looked like It, 2017. The scenes in the high school look like It 2017 scenes in the school. Like when they're walking around talking to each other, and even the outside of the school. I swear to God, I thought the director who directed It directed this movie. He didn't, which is a shame. I thought he could have done a lot better than this director. At least he was competent. At least he knew what he was doing. It just looks ugly. Everything's so saturated. At night, it looks so lit. Like, it might not seem that way in the trailers, but oh my God, it's like the sun is still out, but it's dark. And I don't know why it was just so ugly. They should have gotten a better cinematographer. I swear. They should have gotten someone better. But they didn't. And I don't care. I really don't. Acting is the only good thing about this movie. It's probably the only thing that I actually like in this movie. I like a lot of other things, but I think that the acting in this movie is really what stands out. My hugest complaint with this movie was that Ross Lynch was the star. I was like, no. Keep your Disney Channel PG clean crap away from my Jeffrey Dahmer, please. Please and thank you. No, they casted him, and I actually enjoyed the scenes in which Ross Lynch was Jeffrey Dahmer. It was kind of scary at what he did. Some of the scenes that I laughed at in the trailer, which you've probably laughed at, are scenes in the movie where I unexpectedly wince and kind of just clenched my teeth because they were just so intense and high-arcing. And it was all from Ross Lynch's performance, which is great. Two people who play the parents, I hate them. The parents are really freaking evil in this movie. They're like straight-up Matilda parents. They're really evil. The group of friends, the actors who play them, they're okay. They're okay. And I don't even want to talk about the music. It's just... No. Overall, I just kind of thought this movie was a serviceable, very just there movie. No wonder it went under the radar. Barely anyone saw this movie. And for a pretty good reason, I think. I'm still in the middle. I don't know how to rate this movie. I don't know where I stand on it. I think if I watch it again, which I probably will, there are some things that I might find in it that I like. But I don't care. Because My Friend Dahmer was just a very there movie. And I was like, whatever. Alright, it was there in 2017. And it's gonna die pretty soon. So let's just let it die. I don't know what I'm gonna rate it. What I currently am thinking about right now is I'm thinking about a 45 or a 48. I think I'm gonna give it a 48. You know what? Screw that. It's a 44. It's a 44, right? I just changed my mind now. It's a 44. Deal with it. Alright, so that was my review of My Friend Dahmer. I will be coming out with my Phantom Thread review, which is a review I'm looking forward to. I saw it yesterday, but I will make sure that I get my review for the Phantom Thread up tomorrow and as soon as possible, just like this review. Alrighty, folks, so if you like this, please subscribe. Please leave a comment of any movies that you want me to review in the future, or TV shows or stuff like that. So, anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys later.